Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the final match of the night. Thanks for sticking with us, and we are going to see who is going to be the final seed into tomorrow's final from Group B. It is going to be VLPS versus Muzzy. These players have managed to avoid each other so far in the tournament, and here they are. We see Priest banned yet again.
Everyone hates the priest. It's like, why doesn't everyone just bring priests, right?
Yeah, I
People are
mean, if
always
it's if
banning
it's
it.
getting banned, right? I mean, those
Just
those
get
have
banned.
to
It's
be
the
the good
best.
decks. We
Yeah,
we talked
exactly.
about how in almost every case it's Druid or Warlock that's banned, but it seems that players playing against VLPS continuously ban Priest.
Maybe it's just these. It's hard to build a full anti-aggro lineup. So,
Hmm.
they just not a lot of people bring that full lineup. But once you do, it's like priest might be the scariest one. Once you have the
Hmm.
whole lineup, so it's like maybe it's not something you just add into any lineup. You have to bring like control warrior and maybe like Reno lock or something. Maybe then it'll be a ban. So yeah, who knows?
So far, I think the main deck that I've been skeptical from VLPS is the Warlock. It is a combo Reno Warlock with, I think, a few card choices that are a little bit unusual, as are most of his other decks, understandably, and those seem to work. But I have the least faith in the Warlock from what we've seen so far, and I think that might struggle to deal with the standard decks that Muzzy has brought, and the standard decks these days are pretty aggressive.
Yeah, really aggressive. VLPS had what like Alex Strauss in his Warlock,
Right.
which isn't exactly even that common as far as Reno locks go.
Mm.
Um, yeah, I actually don't love Alex that much. I know there's the standard thing of like Alex and them and trying to burst him down with Arcane Golem, but that deck is so tempo oriented to begin with like Imp Gang and Implosion. Like you usually do damage before turn 9 or whenever you get Alex. It's not really like Control Warrior where you're not doing any damage to Alex and Degrom and I don't know. So
Yeah. I kind of agree with all your points, but at the same time, I think the design behind the deck is that because you are playing a Reno list, you have much lower burst potential. So you want to try to maximize that to as best
mhm,
you can with what you have left. I think
yeah,
that's why he's running Leroy over Arcane Golem, just that extra 2 damage. That's probably
sure.
why he's running Alistraza, so he can put other control decks into range, where
Yeah.
otherwise he might not be able to. So I kind of get it, but it hasn't worked yet. So I'm
Yeah.
pessimistic about it.
Okay. I feel like it has to work soon.
Hmm.
And plus, there's nothing more satisfying than the Alex draws into the kill the next turn. Generally.
Yeah, that's true. For the other decks, the remaining stuff is pretty standard. VLPS, I think, pretty standard. Elise Warrior. It was Zeli that was bringing the less standard Control Warrior, playing very similar Shaman decks. Muzzy with the standard Paladin. Um, so should be pretty clear-cut matches otherwise. Oh no, it is Deathlord in the Warrior. That is a little bit unusual, isn't it?
Yeah, we saw VLPS's Warrior. First of all, when we saw him play Warrior last time, he seems so comfortable on it too, right? He was playing very fast, very like strong play with Warrior against the Rogue. He's playing this Deathlord fatigue kind of Warrior. This I don't think it's particularly good against Paladin though. Is the problem? Like Deathlord is not a great card against Paladin. I mean, you pull a Tyrion or something, and that's like almost game over sometimes.
What do you think of Slam here, just to guarantee the kill on the Juggler?
Because of redemption, maybe not so much. So he just ends up playing Deathlord to try to force your opponent to trade in. But this is not really gonna happen. Like Joker's just not gonna trade, right? It's gonna force that
That's a
something
lot of
here.
Juggles.
Wow, all of them hit, and he has kings next turn. So what is the secret? Noble sack.
Yeah.
I don't know.
1 HP Deathlord. Oh man, this feels like a really bad spot for the warrior.
Yeah.
I mean, this could be
VLPS.
it. If he gets a good minion here, this is gonna be it. That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. It's still 6/6. I guess not completely what you want to see. Those challengers are pretty important for the battle cries, but okay. So I think Muzzy was planning on playing Shredder before, but because of this 6-6, and he's saying that Brawl's turn 5, he's saying I'm just gonna do the maximum damage I can, and hope you can't kill everything because I have so many different threats right now. I kind of like it because of the challenger. I think if it was a weaker minion, he would have played Shredder.
Well, this play is obvious that he's going to run up against the Brawl, so it might just be time to avenge and pass.
I'd play Creeper 100% against Roll.
Hmm. I think if you play Creeper, it kind of amplifies the chance that Avenge lands on a 1/1 minion, which you don't want because there's the 3/3 weapon or the 3 attack weapon.
Okay, I can see it being a thing. You just get a lot more power after Roll mostly, unless your Creeper survives. But yeah.
All right, so Muzzy just needs a big minion to stay alive. That's about it. Shredder's pretty big.
Yeah.
It's not big enough to win immediately, but it's pretty close.
There is a shield main. It's actually looking pretty close.
The shield main do anything? No, the shield main doesn't do anything.
Shield main's not doing anything because there's too much power on board, huh? Yeah. The LPS needs. Actually, it's so hard. I don't even see a card that could do it.
No, I don't see anything. No, it's Redemption too.
Pressure. Yeah, it's just too much pressure through all the balls.
There's no way.
Yeah, it's too much. Wow. It's Mysterious Challenger was apparently was just good enough. Having 6-6 that early, when you can't roll it immediately, you're getting like two hits. Two hits with the 6-6 is just. I really like Muzzy's play of Blessing Kings over Shredder after the Mysterious Challenger.
It's also the immediate damage. Like they're both worth 4 damage, but the Kings does it immediately. The Shredder does it 1 turn later.
Yeah, exactly. And since you already had 2 big minions to work on, you're not so scared of your 5/5 getting sniped. Right? Normally, like you would not really want to Kings and go face because would just remove your 5/5. Normally, you'd want to play like a stickier thing like Shredder and maybe Kings later. But in this scenario, you had 2 big minions. You probably can't remove both, so might as well just play the high power move. Yeah.
I'm also thinking, like, what good matchup is VLPS trying to hit with his combo Warlock? Like, I think Paladin may have been it. Like, combo Warlock doesn't do very well against the Zoo Warlock.
I think he's targeting control decks, I think, because it's not great against most of these kind of decks, right? But it might be good against other Reno locks or, like, an Ethan Paladin.
Well, it's probably alright against even the Secret Paladin, just because it does kind of contest the board a little bit in the early game. It has those marginal board clears. But it doesn't really have any of that against the other decks that remain. Alright, Zoo versus Warrior. The Deathlord should make a pretty big impact, but again, it's going to be up to RNG. We do know that Muzzy is running at least the 1 Sea Giant. It might be the one in hand.
Yeah, I actually don't like Deathlord in this matchup either. I think Deathlord's actually not so good against most mid-range decks like Zoo, Secret Paladin, and Druid, but it's good against control decks because you can fatigue them, and it's good against like face decks like Face Shaman. I actually think it's kind of a liability against Zoo, and you can't really. I think I'm not sure. You should not be keeping Deathlord against Zoo, like in your opening hand. So. Pretty good. I guess not too great of an opening, but Muzzy's hand is like even though his opening wasn't too good, his hand is very good.
Yeah. Well, this is a pretty weak Argus, but it's good enough. It mostly gets punished by Execute, which VLPS does not have right now.
Yeah, I mean it's more about for Zoo's opening against Warriors, it's more about like how to develop a board that's hard to deal with, right? Because if you just play like, Flame Imp, Knife Juggler, or whatever, they just all die. It's the most important thing is kind of start developing minions that could kind of stick around so that you can snowball them with other things, right? Like that's kind of how Zoo's working here. So he's kind of developed like a sticky enough, kind of annoying enough minion opening where he can kind of get stuff done. So probably start End
What do you
game.
think about the death rattle package just dropping on the board here? If he does
Which
Void
all of them?
Walker,
Hmm.
actually, I don't even have to Void Walker. Just Creeper and
Yeah,
Egg.
creeper egg. I don't think
Yeah.
you're doing enough. If you're basically letting them play like things like minions, like Sludge Belcher and Shield Main and stuff, by not playing any power on board. I like this and playing the creeper the best. It's sticky enough against Brawl and AoE while developing threats as well.
Is this sticky enough against AoE?
I think so. I mean, this is even less sticky than Creeper. I think this move. Actually, yeah, I like this move here. I think even Creeper is not enough power. Like you're still getting kind of punished by Sludge Belcher.
Well, you're getting punished by Brawl for sure here.
Yeah,
If you don't get Imp Gang Boss, it's a clear.
yeah,
It's a good outcome for VLPS.
yeah. That's.
Good enough that he chooses not to even hit it.
I mean, that was kind of greedy. Huh? I was thinking he was gonna at least play Creeper, but who knows? It's hard to play around both this potential Brawl and Belcher, right?
Yeah. I like the non-hit now. Having the weapon still left makes it so you have another good Brawl next turn.
Oh yeah. If you get board flooded here, mm, right now you can't clear the 1-2 first, but I don't know. I
Yeah, you
guess you can
can.
slam it. You can slam it.
Yeah.
I mean, this might just be a brawl, not because there's a lot of stuff on board, but because there's just no other way to kill it 8-8. You say you might as well just try the brawl, maybe. It's not
Mm.
that. I kind of like it.
Well, you
You
can
break
kill
up
the
the.
8-8, but it kind of sucks. You'd have to like armor up, shield slam, then attack it with your weapon.
Wow, he's. Hmm,
Oh, that's pretty terrible.
yeah.
Whoa! Holy cow! That brawl save.
Yeah, this is gonna be this is gonna be a mega value brawl. Assuming that Muzzy actually plays Boom here instead of say tap and maybe fishing for power
Oh, there's no
roaming or
doubt.
something. Yeah, I
If
guess
you're
you have
Muzzy,
to.
you're like widen. Like if he had another brawl, he would have played it. I would absolutely be
You
thinking
have
that.
to. You have to. You're not even that scared of the weapon killing the 8-3 because yeah, it's 8 damage, and you kind of need something after. Definitely. Oh wow, this is gonna be the brawl century, and plus this is second brawl too, right? It's hard to play around both.
Yeah.
So you're completely at Steam now. You played Doctor Boom and Sea Giant. There's no way you're gonna have enough Steam. I feel at this
Oh
point.
yeah,
We're still
no, that's
third.
fine. Sea Giant lives,
Okay.
and the boombots do enough, so you can't actually kill it.
He can kill Fiber X. Oh, you're attacked.
Yeah, you cannot kill the giant right now.
For some reason, it never registered in my mind that like a Boom or a Sea Giant would win. Like in my mind, it's like okay, they're dead. Like I never even thought that it could win. Probably take Voidwalker here to protect your guy, Taunts. I guess Chillbear. I don't know if there's a huge reason to take one over the other.
Well, one's demon,
Yeah.
I guess. Now, if there would be a way to revenge properly, that would be good, but it doesn't seem like that's
There's
possible.
yeah, there's no way unless you're attack the 8-3 with a weapon. But at that point, why even revenge? Yeah. Wow. He cannot activate Shield Slam.
Well, he can
Okay,
just revenge.
he's gonna have to revenge armor Shield Slam, right? I think he just has to at this point. You can't take the 8 again.
Hmm.
And he already has 2 Death Bites for AoE, so it's not that necessary for him to save the revenge. Yeah, I like this a lot. And then you Death Bite here, try to set it up good for next turn. This will pretty much lock down the implosion too. Like, say if you want some implosion here on Guy or something.
Lothip's alright.
Pretty good. Okay. I was gonna say if he got that Bloodsil Corsair, man, right here. It's not actually that low a chance. So let's say you attack the Lothep. How much power do you leave up on board You're leading up a lot of power, actually.
Oh,
Wait,
why
do
don't
you have an
he?
attack here?
I guess he doesn't, because
Because
he
you're
didn't.
proccing the egg. And so you're actually taking around the same damage, right? By attacking and not attacking?
Hmm.
An 8, 9,
Well, it was
10,
Soulfire and
16
Abusive.
damage. He's
Is it
one
16?
off. I think so. Since tap first, right?
Yeah, I mean, if you're one off and you're in this position, and last turn went that well for you,
Oh,
that's got to be it.
wow. It's all because of the roll, 100%. Because of the roll.
Sea Giant getting in another 8.
Yeah. Well, it's not just CJ getting to 8, but the fact that he had to even deal, like, he couldn't even deal with it the turn after without making a very awkward
Yeah,
shield slam revenge move, too, so.
right. I mean, if the Sea Giant didn't stay alive, he could have just floated a while and then saved the revenge to when he was
Yeah,
below 12 to clear the
exactly.
board for the third time that game.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Wow, okay.
All
Sometimes
right.
just giant wins the roll.
Well, Muzzy does not have much faith in this Shaman. I mean, he opened with it and he went 0-3, and since then he's kind of held back as the last deck. He snuck in the win in the last match that we saw, but can he do it again? He is against another Shaman, what I would consider a favorable matchup against a Reno combo lock, and against the Deathlord Warrior. I actually think the Deathlord Warrior is going to crush this Shaman deck.
I think so too. Like Deathlord might not be so good against the mid-range decks. There's too many scary minions, but against just straight aggro, having a 8 health taunt, two attack, seems pretty good.
hmm hmm It's quite the climb for VLPS. Well, we'll see what happens here.
Yeah, I mean, just coming back from a 0-2 situation is pretty much hard, no matter how you do your decks. So.
hmm I know that I know that in the King of the Hill format, it was almost impossible to come back from 0-2s. Do you think that's actually changed very much in the Conquest format?
I feel like it depends if people really do like RNG stuff or whether they're like, because some people just like lead paint. Just this opens up your strongest decks, and by the time you're 0-2, it's I don't. Let's see, this doesn't make any sense. I don't know. I feel like the way I play Conquest, I do make comebacks frequently because I'm like still leaving like there like some good matchup stream potentially, I guess. But
hmm
I feel like sometimes it's not true depending on how you do it. So. Okay, so he's gonna play a stickier minion here. He really wants to stick stuff for both Flame Tongue and Abusive, so it makes
Well,
sense to play this damage.
VLPS has the choice between Death Lord or Slam to clear. I like the Death Lord.
Definitely like Death Lord. This Death Lord's
Well,
not dying here, right? No way.
he can hit it for 6.
Yeah,
I like hitting it for 6.
yeah, me too. I mean, the thing is, a 0-3 here on your Flame Tongue doesn't matter that much against the weapon, because weapon, it's like killing everything for free in a way. Like the life of your health isn't that important for right now, and the most important thing is the Death Lord cannot kill a Flame Tongue totem, right? So, like, you're not getting a
Also,
free kill on minions.
positioning is very interesting here. I think if you're playing Flame Tongue, you should play the Abusive to the left, because that ensures you'll have minions on either side after the Death Lord dies.
Oh, that's interesting. But he's not playing it.
Okay.
At least you get the ping in, which is good. I think it's good. Although it probably turns out not even that great.
I like the Flame Tongue better, I think.
I like
If
the
it's
Flame Tongue better too. Like, you don't care about the 3 face damage of the juggler here. Wow, what?
it's going to the revenge play.
Oh. Yeah, I didn't expect the Death Lord to be suicide this turn, but
That seems reasonable. I mean,
yeah.
there's not much else happening. The LPS is playing the slow and patient game. Alright, what are we gonna see here? Death Lord number
Another
2.
Death Lord. You. Wow. Okay.
He's really afraid of that spell damage.
Yeah. It has to be 2 spell damage for it to even up the leper now, though. I don't know.
Hmm.
Is this
Him-
where you just go for it? Yeah.
Jeez.
I mean, you're not taking that much damage because of the. It doesn't do that much damage to Death Lord to begin with.
Yeah, but still, like, how do you win this game?
Do you
I
play
think
double Acolyte here or Shield main? I think both are reasonable.
I think he
Shield
might
main gets a
revenge.
kill
They might do
revenge.
Acolyte Revenge. Yeah, it sets up the board in such a weird state where he might have to double attack the Death Lord again, and you get an extra
I don't think
draw.
it's worth it at all. I feel like you
Think
have
so?
to play double Acolyte over Revenge, yeah, 100%, because
Okay.
it's only just one more charge, and you can like revenge both with your Acolytes, things like that. Wow, not kind of not what you want to see, right? If you get a
Well,
charger,
let's see what you get.
yeah,
Yeah, that's not terrible. You still have your Earthshock play. Try to deny some draws.
oh, he's just straight up uh, playing the Flame Tongue here to protect himself against Acolyte. The Acolyte multi-draw, which is, I mean, there's Slam, but if he plays Slam, the problem is he can't play Shield main. Okay, so Shield Slam's making a super easy decision, I think.
Hmm.
Yeah, oh. He just wants to draw two cards. Okay, so it's gonna bash Shield Slam and kill the Flame Tongue with the Acolytes.
Yeah, looks like it.
Still in good shape. He's over around 28 life with the Shield main and Armor up next turn.
Also
Shaman's,
contesting the board pretty well.
yeah. You can't afford to give Control Warrior more cards, too. Because they draw into things that are scary, right? Like shield
Hmm.
blocks and stuff and Belchers. So,
And one of the only things that the Shaman can really do to start taking the game is that life tap hero power off Sir Finley, and Sir Finley did get Deathlord out. That may have been one of the worst. I think that may be the worst card in the deck to Deathlord out.
I think so. Yeah. But, I mean, we did expect the LPS to win this matchup. This is like his counter. This is when you can counter pick in Conquest, but then you have one deck left, so,
Yeah.
yeah. It's just
All
too
right. Well,
much.
Warriors down to 33.
Grom might come out here, I think. Or Harrison Jones. There's like two charges left. It's worth it, maybe? I don't know. Just Grom, probably.
Yeah, I think I like the Grom. I think I'd even consider just Gromming the Totem, the Flame Tongue.
Yeah, because one of the only ways you can lose is that's Doomhammer number 2, right? So you might as well save the Harrison for the second Doomhammer. Because at
Yeah.
this point you have 30-something life. You know that you can't lose without the second Doomhammer, I think. So... And you have enough stuff to do. It's not like you need to draw with Harrison. Like, you have a whole handful of things that you could do anyways.
Well, why did I do that? That was an easy Lava Burst double attack into Grom play.
No. No. I don't think so.
That belongs.
Okay.
I guess the LPS feels comfortable enough.
Yeah.
All right. Well, not quite the stomp that Muzzy was hoping for. VLPS will get his first point on the board after that game, getting a win with his warrior deck against the Shaman.
Yeah, has Muzzy won with his Shaman yet the whole time? Or...
Well, he's in the decider, so he's won at least once.
Okay, that's true.
I think he's won exactly once, because his opening match he just tanked 3 times with the Shaman.
Yeah.
So I think the Shaman is 1-4 in the tournament so far.
Yeah, sometimes you see Shamans... I feel like Shaman is similar to Secret Paladin somewhat, where it feels like it's a really oppressive deck, but it doesn't actually have that good of results, you know?
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, it is going to be the Shaman against the combo Reno lock here for a little bit. It's going to be a little bit tough.
Yeah. I feel like this matchup is a a lot of it is decided by whether they have Reno or not. I guess that's pretty obvious though. I actually think that this matchup is Reno favored over 50% of the time, but it's very, very based on whether they get Reno. So
Yeah, it is. It is pretty difficult to understand any form of consistency here.
yeah, King is a key card in this matchup. You have just so many good trades early with King. This is good. Obviously, you play BJH here. There's no targets, and the 4-2 contests the board very well. MC Tech probably has more implications than BGH. But I actually think there's some reason to play MC Tech too. Like, you'd rather have a 3-3 than a 4-2, just because this is one. The other reason is against Feral Spirits. You'd rather have a 3-3 than a 4-2, but maybe VLPS just thinking a little greedy. He actually wants to get the steal. Actually, it might happen. I could see Mind Control Tech coming down for a steal sometime soon. I think you trade here, right? Oh, no, you don't. Never mind. I think if there's only 1/1/1, you'd trade.
How much do you want to play with this MC Tech in mind?
I guess because you have Dark Peddler, you might as well. Like, if you had nothing else to do, probably you would just have to go for it. But yeah, with the Dark Peddler, I would just try to hold the MC Tech and see what happens. Might kick in on a Feral Spirit's turn, but it's possible for it to kick in here, right? If he Feral Spirits and Totem Golems, he'll 4.
Yeah, I think he is gonna probably make that play. He can make a little bit more of an aggressive play by playing the Charger, but that seems unlikely.
That seems very unlikely that he would charge a 2-2 and play a Totem Golem here, because your 2-1, the 1-1 kills the 2-1 as well. Your Argent Horse Rider. I
think he's doing it just to play around Hellfire a little bit better.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the idea. Well, here comes the Belcher. Well, I think here Muzzy's gonna just have to play into it.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the LFPS has definitely had a good enough opening where he would win the game if he gets Reno before he dies. But, you know, it comes down a lot to whether you actually get Reno or not. Warlock life taps a lot. You usually do get Reno at some point. I wouldn't be super surprised if there's no Flame Tongue here. Because it opens him up to a lot AoE, whereas he plays Abusive and just... Wow, he's actually playing around Hellfire. But this is so weird, because you're losing too much. I don't like this play at all. Wait, that doesn't even play around
really
Hellfire.
Play around Hellfire.
Yeah. That is a very awkward play. It's just doing bad trades, and it's... Yeah, I don't know. I think he was distressed when he made that play. Hearthstone tournaments are serious business.
Well, the dagger's not bad here. Well, in this specific turn. And I don't think the other two are going to really help you win the game.
Dagger's like one of the worst, but these are probably the 3 worst out of all of them. Right? 3 things that don't help you face generally.
Alright, well, MC Tech is gonna come down here, I'd imagine. I mean, he doesn't have anything else better to play.
Okay, that's good with the first, so you can play both. Ooh, steals that one. Cannot kill the 3/2/3 taunts though. There is a huge Flame Tongue here, like potential, like propagate through. I'd actually like to see it on the left of that, so you can use the 3/3 to kill the 2/3 and then go from there. Does it matter? It actually does matter.
I think this is good. I think this is
Really?
good. Yeah, because he can dunk the spell damage totem and the hero power into that. Basically set up a very similar trade.
Okay. But you must want to get the 1/3 into the 2/3 anyways, I think. See, I don't think this works out nearly as well now.
Okay. Alright, well,
Yeah.
I think Muzzy's going to have to draw Burst because... with the Ooze now, that's going to be hard to do.
Yeah.
Oh, is that a misplay? I think he could have hit for face twice.
Yeah, that definitely was a misplay. He definitely could have hit face a little bit. Wow, this it's just yeah. There's all these slight misplays. Oh, VLPS misplays very slight. Muzzy made some huge misplays in my opinion so far in this game.
Well, there's Leroy, and he's got the faceless, and he's putting him on 15, so it's now or never. If he did draw the Doomhammer, that would have been lethal, and Muzzy would have just sealed that game.
Yeah. Yeah, he can still win with Doomhammer maybe, but
No,
with
no,
the heal bot.
it's done. It's
Okay.
done.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah.
just it. It's
It's
way over. It's way over. It's like 5 over. 4 over.
Not that
Yeah.
much over.
No, it is 5 over. Yeah.
Okay, this is a lot over.
Yeah.
Forgot how fast Alex Straza could kill people.
Wow, and as unlikely as it seemed, we are on match point here. VLPS's Shaman is that's the least likely deck I thought he would leave up. So it's actually a mirror between Shamans, VLPS versus Muzzy. I think they're playing very similar style of Shamans, but their history is a bit different. I think Muzzy is 1-5 with Shaman, while VLPS I think is 1-1 maybe. So
Okay.
I don't know. It did seem like Muzzy made a few questionable plays there. I kind of doubt he would have won with those set of draws regardless. But still, maybe he's feeling a bit of pressure here, and that may play a pretty big part in this final game of the night here.
Yeah, Shaman or Shaman though, it's like if you're on tilt, that's the matchup you want to play. I think like if you're tilted, you don't want you get more and more tilted as the game goes on, like a long game. You just want to go Shaman or Shaman. Like it's not. I'm not saying it's like a super low skill matchup, but at least it's fast and you might be making better decisions on tilt if you're going face more.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Well, all right, we're gonna get into that game pretty soon here. Before that, I just wanted to mention right as we close up here. The ONOG circuit, they're going to have a pretty big presence at PAX East if you guys are going. It's in about a week. PAX East is April 22nd and 24th. They're running an event for $10,000. They plan on having a 128-man open tournament, and they're going to invite pro players from Cloud9. I believe you're going to participate in that. Are you not?
I'm gonna be going to PAX East. I'm not sure. I think I'm playing the other tournament there, but I'm definitely going to be at PAX East. So if you guys go, I can see you guys there.
Yeah, and Archon will also be participating from what we know. There's going to be a lot of money on the line and quite a few tournament points. So it's something you guys should check out. I think they're going to highlight their app for the event as well, which is a pretty interesting thing. I'm kind of curious how well that will work out. And also, if you don't want to participate, if you just want to check it out, people like Strife Crow, a lot of the other Hearthstone players will be around that area, and you can meet them, you can get signings and all that kind of stuff. So it should be a good thing if you're going. Make sure to check that out.
Yeah. So this game's both players have good openings. Not everyone has options here. Seems like this bolt will come down next turn on the totem golem for Muzzy. Board's semi-even right now. After this turn.
Do you think Hunter is really that much better than the Druid hero power?
And this matchup is kind of weird, huh? Because you're both like trying to race each other, right? So you don't really like is 2 damage on them better, or is getting 1 damage on them, 1 armor for you better? I don't know. In a way, mathematically, Druid's better, huh? Because with Doomhammer, you get 2 damage and the 1 armor.
And you can with Druid, you can just kind of initiate a better board state. You can invest in your health.
Yeah, you can use your hero power to kill 2 1s. I actually do like Druid here in this matchup more than Hunter. I think I agree.
Okay, well, the Doomhammer is not bad, but I think the Flame Tongue Tome is a little bit better here.
And I think it's a lot better actually because
I might even consider the Rock Biter here because you're getting repetitive damage.
Do you think you should have put the totem with the other? Oh no, it doesn't matter how weird totem is.
It doesn't matter anymore. There's no more.
Your hero power is on. Oh, Crackle. This makes more sense, right? Then because you're taking the damage with Rockbiter, whereas with Doomhammer you can also combo with Rockbiter for more damage.
I see.
I like this. I like the Crackle more. Wow.
All
So
right.
is he gonna have to arcane golem into the?
Oh,
It's
that's
not the
so
worst way.
bad.
Yeah, I think so though. Because it still leaves the minion on board to trade. So hopefully the one mana doesn't matter as much going to here. But
I actually really like VLPS's spot in this game.
do you think
I
he'll
think he's.
trade?
Oh.
I was gonna say, do you think he'll like hero power the use the Doomhammer for the 4-2? But I guess not.
Okay. He's at 28 against 16. That's a huge life differential. I just feel like this is going to play out like those face hunter mirrors, where even though one face hunter might be winning, the life differential is so hard to come back from.
Yeah, it seems like that. I mean, if you combine any top decks, so this is kind of dead, but with the hero power, you're doing 6 damage a turn, not even 4 damage a turn. How many 6 damage turns can you take? Like, just this is it. Next turn, pretty much, right?
Yeah, VLPS just needs one decent draw to close out the game here.
And that's assuming that. No, I was gonna say this minion sticks, but no, it's 6 without it. So. Yeah.
I think he has to play the creeper over a hero power and hope for a flame tongue draw, right?
Maybe. I mean, hero power is actually worth more damage than creeper, but hunter creeper can trade into minions if that's a concern for him. This will put him at 1.
It's one off.
Yeah, you actually have to consider VLPS here. No, actually, no. Wait, do you ever trade here? No, right?
No. Alright, what does Muzzy need? Muzzy needs a rock biter and a ridiculous roll from a crackle. That's what he needs.
Is that enough? 6 plus.
Yes.
Okay. It is enough, apparently.
Nope.
Oh, wow. That's unfortunate. He lost 3 games with his shaman again.
Wow. Not happening for Muzzy. Muzzy ends Shaman, I think it's 1-7 record.
Yeah, that's like the reason why he didn't get through this tournament. Because Muzzy was doing great with his other decks, I think.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, it's a very similar Shaman deck to the other ones. I mean, I think it's just a high variance deck, and he got he got on the bad side of that, I guess. Well, that will do it. VLPS goes through after losing the first match, through the losers round, through the deciders round, ends up being the 2nd seed for tomorrow's finals. Make sure you guys do check those out. And it should be pretty interesting. The players who qualified overall, from today we had VLPS and Zele, and from yesterday we had Dog and Lead Paint. So those are going to be the 4 finalists moving into the last day, and it should be pretty interesting. A lot of the players who played non-standard decks made it through. So Dog probably had the most unusual setup. VLPS, second most unusual setup, and Zele had a lot of tech choices that a lot of other players did not. While Leadpaint, I think, is probably the only standard list that ended up going through. So that's good to see. I do like to see when these players are rewarded, as I would hope that it encourages players in the future to maybe put a bit more time to try to be a bit more experimental in their tournament practice. So that's going to be it from us. It's been great casting with you, Strife Girl. I hope you had fun.
It was fun.
It was fun. And I hope you guys do check out the stream tomorrow, as there will be quite a lot more. As we head off, again, I do encourage you guys to check out geico.onog.gg. You guys can see what all the tournaments are going on. You guys can see the details of the event at PAX if you guys are going, or maybe it will sway you to go, as well as you can participate in either the open tournaments, or you can participate in the giveaway for the Cyber Power PC. So check that out. Thank you guys so much for checking out the tournament today, and I hope you guys see the rest tomorrow. See you guys.